Alright guys, welcome to yet another episode of Not So Deep Thoughts. We really enjoy these because it gives us a chance to, well,
I was going to ask what episode.
I enjoy it because it gives us a chance to talk to each other. We don't see each other all that much. It gives us a chance to talk to you guys and find out what you're thinking.
Yeah, so I love interacting with the community, even though I'm not very good at it. Doing stuff like this forces me to do it, and I love that.
Yeah, that's right. So this topic was written in by Enzzy. And he's now been linked somewhere on the screen.
Yeah, probably over here.
No, it's going to be the same one I use every time. The echo at the bottom with his Twitter below it.
Oh.
Regardless of where you put your fingers. So just put them down below from now on.
Okay.
There you go. That's close enough. So Enzzy asked, what are our thoughts on yearly releases? This will probably be a short video because I think we echo each other's sentiments and we don't care for them.
Yeah, well here's the thing. When I think of yearly releases, I think of Assassin's Creed, I think of Call of Duty. What else is there really that... Can you think of any games other than sports games? These are all games and franchises that I really have little to no interest in. So I'm curious that if they released some... If they released a Mario game every year, and there's going to be arguments saying that they do, but they don't. If they did release one every year though, would you buy them? And would you love them just as much?
No, I don't think so. I think the yearly release cheapens it. You could really see it in Assassin's Creed because when that franchise started, I was a big fan. I really enjoyed the first one. I really enjoyed the second one. And then there was like Assassin's Creed 2 with the subtitle and Assassin's Creed 2 with the subtitle. It was Brotherhood and Revelations, in case you think I don't know. And those were okay, but there was a big gap of time between the first one and the second one, and then there was less of a gap, and then less of a gap, and you could see how similar those games were with very minor changes. And then they released 3 a year after Revelations, and it was a turd.
Really, that bad?
It was, and they made the announcement we're going to do one a year, and you can see the dip in quality. And I think you can see it in Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty games, but I've spoken to people who have, and they said Black Ops 2 was really, really well done, and Ghosts wasn't. And that's obviously because you have 2 separate teams working on it. So if you have one team working on a game and they release one every 2 years, and you have another team working on a game and they release one every 2 years, and they just stagger them, that B team might not be that good. And all it takes is one bad dip in the series to really turn a fan off. I went from loving Assassin's Creed, I played Assassin's Creed 3, and I have not bought one since. And the fact that now they're releasing 2 this year, one for the PS4, Xbox One, and one for the PS3, Xbox 360. Like, are you telling me that your game has so little changes and so few advancements and so few things to make it different that you can release 2 in the same year? And on the side note to that, these games they're so carbon copy and quick to do, but they can't put in a female character in the multiplayer? Are you kidding me?
It does go to show like how much of a quality drops when that happens. In fact, on a level more that I can relate to is Dark Souls 2, which was it was a good game, but not nearly as good as the first. And then it turned out that it was because their A team was working on Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And just that, and that wasn't even a yearly release, but just shows that when you don't have the time and dedication put into a game, you're going to see that in the end results. So
yeah,
yearly releases just don't for me.
The development time is longer now than it ever was in the past.
True.
And if you rush a game out every year, you're gonna suffer somewhere. It's either gonna be in the gameplay quality, or in the graphic quality, or in the fact that it's just a carbon copy. And yeah, they don't currently release a Mario game every year. You only see one per platform. One side scroller, one 3D, one.
Sometimes, yeah,
Mario,
one or 2.
Mario Kart is a good example because there's only one per platform.
Yeah.
And you notice the changes. If they released a Mario Kart every year, it would essentially be the same game with new tracks. So all you would have to do really is release a DLC with maps, which they're doing, instead of releasing a whole new game. To think that you need to release a game every year, to me, is more of a money grab, and it's not changes aren't big enough to warrant it. So
True.
But that's just what we think.
Yeah.
You know, maybe is there anybody out there who loves yearly release games?
Yeah.
You know, do you really need the updated hit physics every season for Mac? So let us know in the comments below what you think of yearly release games.
Yeah. Especially you, Enzzy. I want to know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And you, FitNat.
No, I'm sick of FitNat.
No way!
I'm kidding. FitNat, tell us what you think.
Thanks for watching, guys. And if you want to see our last episode, where we incorrectly interpret a question written in for PC Wizard, click the top right corner. And if you'd like to see some information on a yearly franchise by another YouTuber, don't be afraid to click our mystery clubber in the bottom corner.